I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. It's Monday. How was everyone's weekend? Who's with us today? I had a good weekend. I had a beautiful self-love day yesterday, self-love Sunday. It was all about me yesterday. I loved it. It was great. Such a nurturing day. I got up and I went for a beach walk. And then I booked a massage, went for a massage. What else did I do? I did a lot of self-care yesterday. It's great. Who's on? Who's here with me? So I'm going to do some channeling for the collective, as usual, and also mini reads as well. So if you want a mini read, then all you need to do is check out that pinned comment up top of the live chat to find out how to do that. It's by donation. So there's a PayPal link in there, which is my preferred method, but you can also use Super Chat or Super Sticker, the YouTube thing. And if you've got a question for your higher self, then you can put a capital Q at the start of your comment so I can find it easy. Morning, Mandy. Hey, Stunpipes Dan. I had a good weekend, did you? And I did a workout. What else did I do yesterday? I did all my hair treatment and all of that stuff. This morning, I've done a whole new thing with the makeup palette that is the Cowgirl one. Wild West. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying being creative with my makeup, and I'm getting so much better at it. Can you see? Hi, Christine. Hi, Beth. Did everyone have a good weekend? I just recorded a daily because I was awake really early this morning. I woke up at 4 o'clock. So let's get some cards out, see what's going on, and what the guides want to tell us about today. My fingers are small. So I got some new rings. Oh, yeah. A whale tail or mermaid tail with like a crystal that's got 2 different colours in it. And this one as well, which kind of looks a bit like a fish as well. I like it. And there's my old one spinning on my finger. Hi, Maria. Tea ceremony. What else did I do this weekend? Oh, I had a good manifestation. Let me show you. Hey, Penny. Hey, Jessica. Spent time with the grandkids and baked. Nice. So, you know, I've been using these little soda bottles for my flowers, where you see like the flowers are just kind of stuffed in there. There's not a lot of space for them. And outside, I've got some more of the yellow flowers there in another one. Well, as I was like stuffing them in, and like originally I had it all in there and it just looked stupid. And a friend of mine had posted this beautiful flower arrangement on Facebook, and I saw that shortly after I'd done it, and I looked at mine, I thought, that's dreadful. And so I messaged a friend, I took a photo of it and said, look how bad my flower arranging skills are. And I thought, I just need like a new vase, but it still needs to be small for that space. And I said to him, like, it would be really good to have like one of those old style chunky milk bottles, you know, like the. And anyway, I went online and I found exactly what I was looking for straight away, like instant manifestation. So I bought one. Hey, Mr. Bowers. Hi, Jessica. Good weekend. Still not love. Just friends and neighbours. Well, they'll do. Hi. Hey, Mandy. Got tea ceremony. Let's slow things down. Yeah, that's what I did yesterday. Slowed things down. I did a full body exfoliation. I just took care of myself, great care of myself yesterday. I had a really nice time. I did. I had a really nice time. What did everyone else do at the weekend? And yeah, good to be working again. Mischief. Ooh. Up to mischief. Slowing things down, but up to mischief. Okay. Everyone's getting pregnant here. It's Pregnancy Island right now. Everyone. I'm not, of course. My makeup's been really pretty. Oh, cool. Appearance comments. Oh, I like it. It's fun. I'm getting good as well. I got some new brushes and they sent me a free lipstick, so I'm wearing it. It's quite good. It's not coming up on the cup as well. A MAC. I got MAC brushes, and so that's why it's even better today because I've got some like specialized brushes that I used. All different types. Let me show you. I've got different types of brushes so I can do different types of things. These, I had this one before and this one. Oh no, was it that one? No, it's this one and this one. The first ones that I got, like a blendy brush and a applicator brush. And then I got this one that's more precise. That's why, because I used it today. And then this pencil one like under and in the corners. And this one, which I haven't used yet. It makes a difference. Yeah, makeup artists know what they're doing. And it is all in the blending and in the brushes. It makes a big difference if you've got the right brushes for it. Not like that. You went 10-pin bowling. I'm not very good at that. There's not a lot that I've not been very good at in my life. 10-pin bowling is one of them. Drilled out. Football, yay. Oh, on your bike. Barbecues. Nice. And I ordered another. Who was it that was telling me about the makeup palette? The stoned one. The other Urban Decay makeup palette. I bought it. It's on its way to me. I watched some tutorials on it and I thought, yeah, no, I do like it. I'm going to get it. That's the one with tourmaline in it. Coffee's good. Lawn bowls, Mr. Bowers. Lawn bowls. England, Australia. Lawn bowls is a big thing. Ten-pin bowling is American, isn't it? Let's get a goddess thingy out. It was you. There you go. Thank you. Yes, I'm getting it. I was looking at that new cyber one. It's just come out here. They launched it this weekend. But I don't know about that. I don't know. It's a little bit light, really. On camera, your makeup has to be heavier on camera to notice it. And so I look kind of normal on camera. I'll go out to the shop and they're like, what are you doing, Claire? Go to training like this. Put my lipstick on and go to training. What is that exactly? What is what? Lawn bowls. So you got a little ball. You got a little one. I don't know what it's called. I've never been big into bowling, but you throw that. And then you've got to get your bowls closest to it. And they're kind of, they're not round. They don't just roll. They are kind of, I don't know what shape you'd call it, but flattened on one side. So you roll it and then eventually it falls over sideways. And you've got to get it closest to the little thing. It's a bit like petanque French. If you've seen them play that with the smaller metal ones, they are round and then you throw them like that toward a puck. Is it called a puck? Or have I just made that up? I think I might have just made that up. No, it might be though. It might be a puck. There's your lawn bowls and you play it on grass. The French one you play on like dirt, sand. They've got one here on the island. A petanque players. It's the jack, not a puck. Yeah, the jack. There you go. Bowls. Restore your balance, says this one. Restore your balance. Shall we read it out? Nurturance. Nurture. That's what I was doing yesterday. Not that I was out of balance. And I didn't even need my massage either, but I went for one anyway. You know, it's really good. Sometimes I go 2 massages. It's the second time I've done it. 2 massages in 1 week. One on a Thursday and one on a Sunday in the last couple of weeks. And because I'm doing this strength program, and like one day will be like say back and shoulders, and the next day will be like biceps and triceps or whatever. the massage that I get the day after the thing, she always finds what I've been working out. She can feel it. So one day she found that it was my chest muscles. It is today as well, but I'm not getting a massage today. Yesterday she laid into my triceps because I did back and triceps the day before. On Thursday, what did she? Oh yeah, it was me because I'd done all of those squats and especially it was my inner thighs that she laid into. I can't remember what they're called. Sumo squats with a very heavy weight. I'm using my big guns here now. I'm into my big weights now. I've progressed. Nutrients. It's great. We're on week 7 now of the 10-week program. 3 weeks to go. It's changed my body considerably, especially this groove. It goes right down now. My groove. It's making a difference to my arm and my shoulders and my back. Whoa. On my legs. Yeah. It's making a difference all over, in fact. Nurturance, restore your balance. Is there an aspect of your being that's been calling for your attention? Goddess comes to you today asking you to check in with yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Are your mind, body, and spirit in balance? Or is there one part of you that you've been neglecting? Perhaps your pursuits in life have led you to nourish and care for 2 of these elements while the other one's been left behind and forgotten. Goddess restores the balance in all living things. She's here to guide you back to harmonious balance. Hi, Emma. Yeah, Emma, read that pinned comment up top of the thingy, live chat. That'll tell you how to do it. By donation, you're right, but there's a PayPal link in there, or you can use Super Chat, Super Sticker, and if you've got a question for your higher self, put a capital Q at the start of your comment. And then I can find it easily, because I don't always get to read all of the comments. Sometimes it gets busy. Without nurturing the mind, the spirit and body will not have knowledge and wisdom to steer their choices towards compassionate conclusions in a complicated world. Without nurturing the body, a keen mind and an enriched spirit will trap inside a vehicle that does not serve them well. Without nurturing the spirit, the mind and body will be able to unconnect with the divine love and beauty of life and will feel hollow and futile. So, let's get balanced. I'm balanced. I am. No social life to speak of right now. That's a bit out of balance, but yeah. When we're talking about mind, body, and spirit, when we're talking about just me, I'm balanced right now. Okay. Book of Shadows, Tarot. Let me show you. Show you what I'm doing. I decided to get yellow flowers yesterday. Not so sure about them now. I hope the vase comes quickly. I got 3 vases, in fact. I got the milk bottle one, and I got one that's kind of like that, and it's got bubbles on it, and then another one that's like that, and I can't remember. They're all kind of matching. They're all very chunky glass, and 2 of them have got natural cord wrapped around the outside. Hi, Nick. Nick. So, as above, let's do some as above tarot. I'll read it out the book because I'm just getting to know these cards and I really like them. From this Book of Shadows Tarot by Barbara Moore. The elements. This is the Magician. Using all of your resources to manifest what it is that you want. There's all the elements there. The Pentacles, the Cups, the Swords, and the Wands. That's what we get from balance. Isn't it? Hi, Mean Goddess Tarot. Yes, you can do it with Super Chat. Absolutely. You absolutely can. I'm not wearing any bracelets. I need to fix that right now. What colour? I'll go with the green thing because my eyes are green. Magician. and manifesting something. I just recorded Friday's daily energy update. It was interesting. Very manifesty energy and new paths opening up. Mercury is going out of retrograde today, so I'll be able to speak properly. Thank you, Emma. Have you got a question? Because I got your donation. As above. Right. Here we go. The Magician, the elements. My rings are spinning. You know when it gets cold and your rings just spin round? I need to get inflamed. I need some water retention. I'm too healthy. Although this card image looks very simple, there's much to be said about elements. A solid understanding of the elements is an important part of the pagan worldview. We'll go into more detail of the nature of the four elements in the minor arcana. So Mercury is obviously not out of retrograde yet because I can't speak right. So for anyone that doesn't know, this is a kind of a tarot deck based on pagan stuff, which I don't know that much about really. I mean, I'm always interested in different religions and different philosophies and stuff because there's always something to gain out of it, right? Magic is the intentional use of personal will to partner with nature to create change in the world for the greatest good of all. When we speak of nature in this context, we mean all that exists. Everything that exists is made up of energy. So it's talking about the universe. Understanding how each person and thing reflects and responds to energy, the characteristics of energy in general, and the laws governing energetic behavior is the foundation of effective magical practice. All energy comes from the divine. It's part of and connected to the divine. Energy has characteristics based on its elemental makeup and on the individual person or thing expression of its energy, or thing's expression of its energy. There are also ideas about how energy behaves. Many people use the 7 Hermetic principles, don't know what they are, as a guide to understanding this behavior. Oh, I'm about to tell you what they are. They're on the page there. These principles influence pagan magical rituals and spell work. The principle of mentalism, for example, is reflected in the emphasis placed on clear intent and conscious effort. The principles of correspondence and vibration influence why we use certain tools and ingredients in various spells. The principle of rhythm is acknowledged when we pay attention to the timing of our magic. There may be some confusion about so-called positive or negative energy because all things are part of the divine. It isn't useful or accurate to think of things in terms of good and bad. Here's the 7 Hermetic principles. Number 1 is a principle of mentalism. I'll put that down and read this because it's interesting, don't you think? I think it is. Mentalism states that we're all thoughts in the divine mind. Because the divine is immanent. This applies to us. Our experience is based on our thoughts. I've got glare in my eyes. Because the divine is immanent, this applies to us. Our experience is based on our thoughts. The beginning of magic is based in thought. Yeah, you got to change your mind first. 2, the principle of correspondence, is the basis of the saying, as above, so below, as below, so above. This relates to the idea of a holographic universe as well as a concept of an immanent divine. The whole is contained in any part. 3, the principle of vibration tells us that everything moves and nothing is ever at rest. Everything has its own vibration. Most of us experience this, sometimes remarking that we're getting bad vibes from a personal situation. 4, the principle of polarity says that everything is dual and everything exists as a pair of opposites. Things that seem to oppose each other are really extremes of the same thing, right? Been talking a lot about that lately, like narcissism and codependency, same trauma behind it, but different reactions to it. That's an example of the principle of polarity. The principle of rhythm is number 5, states that everything flows in and out, up and down, to and fro. Everything has its own tides. 6 says a principle, and That's why patience is involved, right? 6 is the principle of gender. It's not about sex. It's not always about sex, you know. It's not about sex, but about the concepts of masculinity and femininity. I can't say it, but you know what I mean. We also think of this as yin and yang. All things have aspects of both. And 7 is the principle of cause and effect. Seems obvious. Every thought, every action has an effect that creates a reaction. Everything that happens has a cause. There's a reason, or more likely several reasons why it happened. Let's do some mini reads for you. That's an interesting lesson today. My rings are bugging me. It's spinning. I remember when my wedding ring used to do that. I remember when it used to get really tight as well. I've been out drinking or something. Emma, does the love situation I'm in require patience and time, or is it dead end? Oh, that's a good question. Brave person asking that too. Emma, let's get you a crystal out, and then I'm going to get you some cards out to explain. So what am I asking? I'm asking, is it a dead end street? Is it a dead end street? This love situation for Emma, is it a dead end street? No, it's not. It's a wait. Let's get some cards out and find out. Is that a relief or not? Sometimes I think that it's a dead end street would be a relief, but we'll see. There's something to clear. Okay, it's something that isn't, you haven't got the lesson from it, or what you intended to get from it hasn't come from it yet. There's this love situation that you're in is helping you to understand yourself better, maybe patterns that you've had, and so that you can clear them. It's a lesson relationship, this means, but they're still important, you know, we still need to get into them. And I think I mentioned it in our reading that my guides know me so well that they will give me a perfect reading for someone to get me in a relationship with them, so that I think that they're a long-term thing, just so that I'll get in it and get a lesson. And because it's important for us to get in those lesson relationships, because we've got to learn our lessons, right? We've got to have that information about ourselves. So tell us more about this for Anna. What is this lesson? It's not telling us what the lesson is. You've got to get that one for yourself, Emma. Love what is and communication coming. So yeah, you're not hearing from them right now, are you? But you've got to kind of be okay with where you're at now. You will hear from them. You will. Come back around again, which suggests that they've not got their lesson yet either. It's not like a hard lesson kind of thing. You're both stupid kind of thing. Knock your heads together. It's not that. It's you've both got something to teach each other. And so you're still on this journey together. Relationships, you know, come together, go apart, you come together with someone else. We know that with friends, right? Those kind of friends that come in and out of our lives and our paths cross, and you know, it's in today's. I know I said it sometime. I make so many readings, don't I? See, Mr. Bowers. So I hope that helps. I'm not telling me what it is, so you're going to have to find that out for yourself. Why they're in your life, what it's all about. But no, it's not a dead end. It's a patience. They're going to get in touch. Moon Goddess Tarot, thank you for your donation. I want to know how the person I'm thinking of is thinking about a connection. You're Capricorn, he's Virgo. That's an intense connection, isn't it? Capricorn and Virgo is good together. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Your person, yes. How are they feeling? Well, they're in transition right now. Choose to change on passion. Wondering, they're asking themselves right now, and do the change. So this is someone who has been all about the passion, right? Maybe a player, but it doesn't have to be a player. It could just be that's what relationships have been about to them. And now when faced with something deeper than that, what do? Well, they've got to decide, do I want to make this change, or do I want to carry on being who I've been being before? Yeah, so they're in decision mode. That's what they're thinking. I can feel a bit of respect. Not just a bit of respect. I can feel that they're respecting you more than they respect other people. It sounds bad, but it's not bad. It's just it's on another level, and they're not sure whether they're deciding to have a relationship on this level. Yeah, because they're not sure about what will actually bring them joy. It's difficult. It's difficult while we're gaining wisdom, right? Because you can tell, hey Gabe, you can tell like your kids, like your teenagers or whatever, young people, as much as you like, things like, wise things, but they need to go through the finding out for themselves. Your person's kind of got youngish energy like that, where love is concerned. What's more self-loving to them? What would bring them more joy? Is it carrying on, being all about the passion? Be forgiven for thinking that, because a lot of the stuff I was going to say garbage then, the garbage that we've got out there is unwise, right? A lot of the, say, marketing and stuff like that. So people can be forgiven for thinking the pursuit of money and the pursuit of a lot of partners to have sex with is a good thing, and that's going to make you happy. Feels to me like they're on a path of wisdom, yet to make a choice, yet to make a choice of whether to go with this. So that might be why they feel a bit hesitant. Their energy feels a bit hesitant, and so they're still choosing. Does that make sense, Moon Goddess Tarot? Do they want something deeper or not? Sometimes not necessarily. Sometimes yes. Anyway, back to the Magician here. Hope that helps. Back to the Magician. What are we manifesting? It's about the balance here and using all of those elements that we've got, all of the resources that we've got. The world. Wow. Or manifesting big things. This can be travel. It can be your big picture, your complete, like your happiness, your ultimate happiness. It's a relief that it's not a dead end street. Huh. The world, about like completions of cycles, but let's read it out of the book and see what this thinks of it. XXI. Thanks, Beth. And someone else. And Cheryl. They're not in order, these cards in the book, so I've got to. XXI. I don't know why they haven't put them in order, but they're not. It's frustrating. It goes like 7 and then 16. Oh, there's XX. I might be getting closer. Nope. Goes from 20 to number 2. Can't find it. Why don't they put them in order? So much easier if they did. Okay, one at a time, one at a time. There's no rhyme or rhythm behind this order, so I need to just go one at a time and look at them all and try and find it. If you put numbers on cards, why not just use the numbers, you know, for order? It would just make too much sense, wouldn't it? Is it? Yeah, it's not there. I can't find it. Completeness, wholeness, a sense that all's right with the world, feeling connected. Right, I can find the little synopsis bit of it. They're in order. And just before that page is the priestess, which is number 2. And before that is number 20, judgment. What were they thinking? What were they thinking? I want to read it. Why would you do this? I've got to squeak all the pages. Now back to the Fool. It's the first page. I was thinking the Fool is the first page. How foolish of me. Of course the Fool's not the first page. The World. 21 is the first page. Okay. The world. One of paganism's most significant tenets is the immanence of the divine. This means, as we said earlier, that the divine is in all things and all things are divine. All things are connected and share sacredness. This card called the world represents the interconnection of all things, even the goddess. And I just had a flashback to the energy update for Friday that I just recorded. Puzzle pieces coming together. Even the goddess and the god are aspects of something larger, a single force that's unfathomable to us in a complete sense. It transcends thoughts. I can't speak. The divine is the entity that is in each of us and in all things. Source of all, the great mind, the universe, or the great spirit are other names for the divine. Because humans can't comprehend the fullness of the divine in a meaningful or practical way, the divine desires to be in relationship with us. It does what it can to help. It does. Our brains break things down into parts for easier understanding. We tend to think in polarities, light and dark, good and bad, hot and cold, etc. The first inclination of the human mind when considering a being is to determine whether it's male or female. That can be tricky. And as so, that is the first division of itself that the divine presents to us, and we'll see, as we'll see in the next 2 cards. We see all seasons and phases of life connected to and flowing from the divine, the feminine divine, and contained within the masculine divine. They're God and goddesses, essences in all things. The idea that we're all one is both our starting place as pagans as well as our goal. The journey is one of moving from an intellectual understanding to an experiential knowing. It's completeness, wholeness, a sense that all is right within the world, feeling connected. Could be talking about romance. It could be. Okay, minis. Cheryl, thanks for your donation. When would be the best time to try and sort things out with CK? Calvin Klein. Or should you just leave things as they are? Should you just leave things as they are? Everything changes though, right? Should Cheryl just leave things as they are? Yes. Don't push it is what I just heard. Don't push it. Push it good. Sex and innocent. This isn't looking good. I'm wary of that. Is it true judgment separates? Okay. sorting things out with CK. There's trouble here, isn't there? This is a true card, you know, and judgment separates, and sex and innocent. There's something going on, whether you know it or not. I don't know what the trouble is here, but your CK person is having some trouble right now, and they really are innocent. There's nothing to it. Well, there's something to it, but it's not what it seems, and they're being judged at the moment, and it's just a mess. So whatever it is that they're going through, they've probably pulled away from you while they sort it out. Hey, Timothy. Makes sense. I mean, guys, that's good. So no best time. They've got to sort it out and then come to you. So let them do that. It's their turn, not yours. It's their turn, not yours. Does that help? Do you know what's going on with them? It seems a bit of a mess. False accusations, that kind of thing. And Beth, where's Beth? High self-guidance for Beth. Beth, you've got innocent as well. You're innocent too. Everyone's innocent. Service and innocent. So this is your life purpose kind of thing. Are you searching for it at the moment, thinking you're not, if you're not doing enough, there should be some like big thing you should be doing, and you're not doing it yet, or you don't think that you're doing it yet. Your higher self wants you to know that you're innocent. I mean, the universe doesn't put us here and say, come on then, put you there for a reason, don't be lazy, do it. It doesn't act like a dysfunctional human being like that. We don't have a baby in there go, come on, do something. And the universe is the same. It doesn't do that to us either. So it feels to me like the pressure that you're putting on yourself to either find life purpose or to be doing a lot more isn't useful. That pressure that you're putting on yourself isn't useful. What's with all the sex cards today? Is this the universe hearing you? Your desires? It might be bad. The universe has heard what it is that you're wanting in your love life. These two aren't connected. These two aren't connected. Yeah, I think this is just saying that the universe, is that right? It's hearing your desires. It's heard you. Yeah, I just need to be willing to open up. So yeah, this is on your love life. Universe has heard you. Talk to someone. Be willing to talk to someone. So be willing to open up. Two messages for you then. Short on patience. Oh, yeah, me too. You understand it, good. Glad you do. I don't. Who else have we got? Maria. Thank you, Maria. Higher self guidance for Maria. You've been kind. 15 degrees. Okay, Maria. Let's see if I can find another sex card. Be supportive and brilliant. Oh, wow. One-on-one. This is one-on-one, helping people one-on-one. I just need to get a nail thing because I've got part of my nails bugging me. Yeah, one-on-one, helping people one-on-one. Maria, have people got in touch with you, asking, can you help them or something? There's a new avenue of work for you opening up here, and it's helping people one-on-one. You'd be brilliant at it, being supportive to them. So either you've had an idea or someone's contacted you asking you to do a certain thing. You might have said no. You might have shut them down, not considering it, like, no, I don't do that. You're not comfortable with that. Your higher self wants you to be, because it's it's your next stage of development kind of thing. You know, I did a lot of one-on-ones before I started doing the one-to-many kind of stuff, because you have to refine your skill with one-on-one before you share it out there. And so I think this is what the redirection is. There's people out there that you can help in your own particular way, and you'll be brilliant at it. So let go. I told you, let go of the story and soften them up, and you'll have said a no to it, or it's about to happen. Your initial reaction will be, no, don't do that. You should do it there and develop yourself. We can't develop ourselves in a bubble. I know, because I tried. Well, I did a lot of one-on-ones and stuff, but I prematurely tried to do this kind of thing, like the one-to-many. I prematurely tried to do that before I developed what it is that I do with one-on-ones. One-on-one. It's one-on-one time for you. Someone's making the curry paste or whatever it is again. There's always a ting, 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 pestle and mortar or papaya salad. I don't think it's papaya salad, but that is the sound of someone making papaya salad. I don't know if you can hear it. Jessica, thank you. Higher self-guidance for Jessica. Oh, okay, so you're starting back up. Well, don't be surprised then, Maria, if someone asks you for a one-on-one kind of thing and your reaction to be, no, don't do that, don't want to do it, don't want to do it. Do it though, be good for you. Jessica. Well, you've got a decision to make here, Jessica. You need to follow your intuition on it when you make that. So following our hearts, following our minds. Intuitively, we always know what we want to do. But sometimes we don't want to admit that we know what our choice is. Sometimes we want to pretend that we're deliberating, because that isn't that what a wise person would do, deliberate on something. I feel like you already know what your choice is, but you're not claiming it. Right. And so why aren't you claiming it? Why do we hold ourselves back and pretend that we don't know what it is that we want? Well, sometimes it's like out of false politeness kind of thing. We want to pretend that we don't know because we think it's impolite to just like no and say up front. That's one thing. That's not what's going on with you though. What's going on with you is that there's contradictory feelings inside of you. So even though your intuition is telling you, like that's why I said you need to follow your intuition on that, which is different than following your heart. Following our heart can mean like following our feelings, and that I mean our feelings are so fleeting, you know. Sometimes we can't follow our feelings, can we? Because sometimes we need to override them. Like if you get up in the morning and you're feeling lazy and you don't want to go to work, you've got to override that and go to work. A lot of the time. So following our heart isn't the best line of action here, but you do have contradictory feelings, and it's important for you to kind of be okay with that. Be okay with having contradictory feelings and making the decision anyway. What are you deciding on, Jessica? Mm. And you've got to know that we all have contradictory feelings, you know, but we've got to go with our intuition. You see, it's not true that anyone has like 100% their feelings are backing what it is that they're doing. There's always that element of doubt. There's always there's always contradictory feelings in all of us. So for example, you know, you might think that say a really successful person, you might think that they never have any doubt or they never have any of these contradictory feelings, that they always feel confident and stuff. It's not true. They just might have made more peace with contradictory feelings. Hey Laura, Spurt wants you to be here. Spurt. Well, welcome, Laura. I have that house, Jessica. What's your thinking? Your decision? What are you deciding about? Oh, the couple that live here went out on Saturday night and it was so noisy and drunk when they got back. Totally woke me up, and then I was awake for hours. Lockdown it's eased, and I forgot, and I've just got so used to like peace and quiet at nights now. I forgot what it's always like, what it's normally like here. I thought on Saturday night, oh, maybe I should go out. Maybe I should, like, after training, this is what I was thinking at training, maybe I should go out. I feel like being like social. Maybe I should go out because things are opening up now. I thought, I know, I'll talk to the couple that live here. They're always out. By the time I got home, I'm like whispering as if they're not going to hear. By the time I got back, they were already drunk in the pool with a heap of people. They were already loud and obnoxious. I'm like, I don't want to go out. I don't want to go out. Like, it's not fun being around drunk people like that. Maybe once places open up, I'll go back to going and watching sunset, maybe after training, and being social with people until they get drunk and then leaving and coming home and having my dinner. That's what I used to do. Laura, you can ask a question. Penny. Thanks for your donation, Penny. High self-guidance. Laura, if you're talking about a question about a reading, check out that pinned comment up top. The readings are by donation. There's a PayPal link in that comment, but you can also do Super Chat, Super Sticker if you don't have PayPal. And if you've got a question for your higher self, do what Penny just did there. Put a capital Q at the start of your question. After you've donated, and then so I can find the question easy. What am I shuffling around for? An autopilot. Penny, high self-guidance, please. Okay, high self-guidance for Penny. Time alone and growth, Penny. Walk alone time. It's time to walk alone. Maybe that was the card that was going to come out there. Aren't they annoying, Beth? The loud drunks, and they just repeat themselves, and they're really obnoxious, and it's not fun. Oh, I wish people had stopped drinking, because I've stopped drinking. To move on from a situation, I'll hang on and see. Go back and forth all the time. Do you want a crystal on it? Do you want a yes or no on that? But anyway, the important thing there is to be okay about that fluctuation, that back and forth, the conflicting emotions. There will always be. It will always be. Make your peace with that, and it should find it easier. Back to Penny anyway. Time alone and growth. So single time, Penny. Single time. Interesting. Interesting, because this is why. So your highest growth at the moment, Penny, is to be alone. You'll get your most growth from that. You've got to wake up and communicate. Well, isn't that contradictory? So it's about communication, waking up your communication. So you taking your communication to a next level. How can you do that alone? How is that best done alone? How is that growth best done alone? Sometimes it's because we are more likely to read and learn things when, we've got more focused time for ourselves. Sometimes our learning isn't best done with those that we are attracting around us, because that they're all the same level as us, right? Because of the law of attraction. They're all the same level as us, so they're not going to take us to the next level. But when we're alone, we are more likely to reach for those that aren't at our level by reading their books and by watching their videos and stuff like that. And so that's what it's saying here, is that just follow the breadcrumb trail. Be alone and follow the breadcrumb trail, because your next growth path isn't in relationship. It's going to lead you to relationship, because it's about communication. There's a new YouTube video that's been put up with one of my favorite channels, which is Women of Impact. She put up a new video, and I wanted to listen to it this morning, and I thought, no, I'm going to have to save it for later. But stuff like that, we can learn so much, because it's another Eva. I'm resonating with her energy big time. That Eva, I don't know what her second name is, the CIA agent. Bulletproof. Okay, Jessica. I didn't want to pull a crystal out without asking you, but let's do it. Should you move on? Should you move on, Jessica? No. Wait and see. Don't move on. There you go. Did everyone right? Yeah. Okay. Back to the tarot. This time for reals. Oh, these rings are annoying me. It's cold in here. It's 25 degrees. Cold. Laura, it's by donation. Check out that pinned comment up top and read how to do the mini reads. Like, you're in the same situation. Okay, so we've got the elements here, which is the Magician, and we've got the World as well, which is it's big. We're manifesting something big here. I know it. Personally, I know it. We've got the Mother of Water. So in these cards, there's a young one, maiden. There's a mother, and then there's a crone in each. Hi, Robin. And this is the Mother of Water, so let's read about her. She's probably nurturing, hey? Oh, and that was about balance, right? What was this? Mischief. Bit of mischief thrown in. Mother of Water, let's get the Mother of Water out. Okay, Mother of Water. The Mother of Water brings down the rain. She nourishes the relationships and feelings that are needed for life to flourish. Oh, guess what happened? So, I told you last week that there's something going on in this resort, and they were teaching people people of the island, how to do these walks, evening walks, right? Guided evening walks with tourists, ready for when they come back, which is very soon. And Mr. Hanson was one of those people there. Well, on Friday, he was at a meeting. Well, I didn't know this, right? But he was at a meeting, like local government kind of politics kind of a meeting. And I know that because someone posted his picture on Facebook of him in the meeting with a microphone. It's kind of funny. And sat next to him was a guy that's a big deal on this island that I probably ride past him because he actually owns this resort. I ride past him a lot. He's often up here. Always stony face, never any interaction between either of us. Is kind of a stern, obviously powerful man figure. Anyway, on Friday, I'm riding to go and buy my rings. And I'm glad that I did, because there was 3 of these mermaid rings in the shop when I saw them the other day, 2 days before, and then on Friday when I went to get it, there's only this one left. So, as I'm riding around the corner up top there, he's coming the other way and he smiled at me. I'm like, okay, we're smiling now, are we? Then later on, I see the picture of Mr. Handsome sat next to him. I'm like, you've been talking about me, have you, Mr. Handsome? Obviously, yes. But I haven't told him. I haven't asked him. Then the next morning, training with him, or I don't know, next evening, I can't remember when it was, on Saturday morning or evening, training with him twice. Same man, rode past to have a look. Never done that before. Suddenly there's interest in me by this, he's been talking about me. So I need to find out. Laura, you sent it. Let's go on about, I'll do you in a minute, Laura. I don't know why I just got reminded of that, but I did. The Mother of Water brings down the rain. She nourishes the relationships, that's fine, and feelings that are needed for life to flourish. So it's water. It's considered passive, but it's very powerful, represented by undines, also known as water spirits. Undines. Never heard of them. The element of water is associated with emotions, feelings, and relationships. Like air, water is by turns gentle and powerful. As a spring shower, it cleanses and brings forth new life. As a downpour, it brings floods, mudslides, and destruction. The physical presence of water in our lives can change how we feel. After a hard day, a cool shower can renew us. Steady, monotonous rain falling from a grey sky can lower our mood and encourage introspection or melancholy. Invoke the element of water when you want to feel or express love, joy, happiness, sadness, or mourning. Water enhances artistic expression, healing, and connection with others. Without water, life is flat and bland. This element helps us flow through life, deftly and effortlessly finding its way through and around anything in its way. The Mother of Water. Got to nurture our relationships. Pour that water into them. But I don't want to. You can. Laura, thanks for your donation. So you're in the same situation. Should you move on? You see, this is why you need to put Q at the start of it, because now I can't find your. So I think you're asking the same question as. Okay, I kind of pieced it together, I think. Okay, Laura, should you move on? Should Laura move on? No. Wow, you're all getting like, don't move on today. As if it was me. This is why I've got to use these things, because if it was me, like Claire giving guidance, I'd be like, yeah, leave him behind, move on. But no. Bit of a break though. Travel in this moment. Who's traveling, them or you? Yeah, there's a bit of a break going on. A bit of a break going on at the moment. But you know you want to go for it, so why are you asking? Here's the thing, yeah, if you know you want to go for something, then why do people ask, like, should I or shouldn't I? So there's a fear holding you back from doing that. If your spirit is saying, like, yeah, go for it in this relationship, then do it. Don't second guess yourself, just do it. why do we second guess ourselves? Because we're afraid. Because we're afraid. Because we know, deep down, we know that there's going to be challenges involved, because there always is. There always is. We've got to accept that. Like I'm told it over and over again by the guides. We've got to stop thinking that there's a perfect choice that's going to be 100% gift and no challenge. There isn't. Not in anything in life. There's that duality, like this book just told us. There's duality in everything. Every relationship is going to have challenges and gifts, every single one. And yes, and when we break up and we can get to this pessimistic point of view where we're just like, no, that was all challenge, it was no gift. But we're lying to ourselves. There's gift in each one. So, go for it. You know what you want to do. Diora, hello. If you want a mini read, check out pinned comment up the top of the live chat. It tells you how to get one. Oh, we sent another one as well. Thank you, Laura, for your double donation. If you've got another question, ask it. Okay, enough of the as above cards. We've got the elements, the world, and the mother of water. So we are manifesting a big deal here, relationship, and then we're asked to pour our nurturing energy into that. So what does that mean? Well, it means self-love, first of all. Whatever stage we're at, we're all at different stages, right? Some of us are ready to be in relationships, some of us aren't. Some of us think we're ready to be in a relationship, we're not. And some of us are just like at the self-love stage, completely at the self-love stage. So let's do the So Below deck. So this is the traditional tarot, but again, of course, it does have its own meanings. Well, it's similar to traditional tarot, let's put it that way. One, two. Oh, she looks happy. She doesn't know. We've got the Three of Swords and then the Six of Swords. How very different. Let's get one more out before we read it. Oh, and the Ten of Pentacles. There we go. That's the energy that the world was giving me. I seriously, I can't keep my rings on straight. They're just like spinning. I'm not at ideal temperature right now. It's just give me 2 more degrees and then I'll be happy. I want to wear them though. It doesn't fit on any other finger. Anyway, Three of Swords. We know what that's about, don't we? You've been self-loving, yeah, Christine. You're on the self-love path right now, for sure. Me, I'm kind of. I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready to open up, but I'm not opening up much. But he's pulled. He's in ignoring mode at the moment, but apparently talking about me to everyone else. I went past his place after I was training one day. He was still at training because all the doctors from, not all of them, but most of them, all the doctors from the hospital went training again on Saturday afternoon. And oh yeah, one of them was paying attention to me. Not a doctor that I've had, not my doctor, not one of my doctors, but another one of them was paying attention to me. Anyway, I was riding past his place up to the supermarket to buy milk and eggs, and I heard Claire, and then my friend was in the restaurant there getting some takeout food, and so I went back to chat with him, and so the wife was there watching me, and I'm like, oh, this is a little bit uncomfortable, but not too bad. I don't know, it's all complicated right now here. It's always going to be that way on a small island. Everyone knows everyone. Three of Swords. So heartbreak. Sometimes we break our own hearts, don't we? With the thoughts about stuff. Look at her. She's got fairies around her head. She's writing stuff down but screwing it up. We do it like, oh, what's on that van? We'd do it with text messages, wouldn't we, rather than on paper? But I think she's tripping herself out here. Sometimes communication is painfully clear. There's no pretending the truth is anything but what it is. It cuts, it hurts, and you don't have to pretend it doesn't. I'm not getting that. I'm not getting that there's anything in particular that is hurting us. It's our own thoughts about, it's what we're reading into things. It's often not helpful, hey? Sorrow caused by knowledge is the meaning behind this. The reverse is letting emotions make a situation worse than it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. Letting emotions make a situation worse than it is. Making it up, like having like worst case scenarios in our minds, breaking our own hearts, what we're making it mean. What are you making it mean? Whatever's going on. Then we've got the Six of Swords. Six of Swords. You're doing a great job at self-loving, Christine. It's quite a trip, and it's a good one. Six of Swords. It can be hard to extricate yourself from a dark or dangerous situation alone. Fortunately, help can usually be found. Seeking the truth for your highest good will reveal guidance for the way out. Oh, she's running. You see, I thought she was joyful. Seeking for the truth for your highest good will reveal guidance for the way out. Hold tight to that truth and follow it until where you know you need to be. You see, I saw her as joyful and running like fancy free in a garden here, and she's running toward the sun there, and so it's a good thing. You know, sometimes the Six of Swords is about getting out of choppy water, but we had the card in the energy update today, and it wasn't about that. It was about this running toward the sunshine here. We don't have to be in choppy waters for the Six of Swords to come out, because it's getting somewhere better. It's moving somewhere better. Eight of Cups as well. Or maybe it was the Eight of Cups that I was talking about today. But either one, it's about movement to something better. We don't have to wait until we're in a really crappy situation to move toward better, or to get assistance from the divine as well. Often, you know, so often, it's something that my guides told me right from the start when I was doing readings, is that so many people wait until they're at rock bottom to pray or to ask for help from the universe, that plea, that internal plea. So many people only do that when they're at rock bottom or in crisis, instead of asking every single day for everything that you want when you're in a good place. Ask. Why not? They can do anything. I get them to do everything for me. I'm like, remind me of people's birthdays, like pop someone in my head. And if I should talk to them, just like one I remember one particular situation. I used to walk on the beach when I lived in Byron Bay, next to the beach. Every morning, I think, pretty much, unless it was raining. I used to go walking on the beach, and then I used to walk down to the Tea Tree Lake that was just off the beach, swim in there, and then walk back down the beach. Beautiful. But I used to talk to my guides as I was walking sometimes anyway. And this one particular morning I said to my guides, can you take over my marketing for me, for my business? I appoint you guides, the marketers for my business. Off you go. But I think I must have been focused on trying to think of a way of marketing my business or whatever. Come up blanks. So I put them in charge of it. And something great happened. I don't know what it was. Can't remember now. It was ages ago. But that's the energy I'm getting from this. Seeking the truth for your highest good will reveal guidance for the way out. Not the way out, the way up. Hold tight to that truth and follow it until you know. Until you're where you know you need to be. Divinatory meaning is guidance and help to leave a negative situation, or guidance and help to get yourself into an even better situation. And reversed is staying in a situation that could be escaped, disregarding help. To the Ten of Pentacles. Happy. She's had a little bit too much work done. Face looks a bit strange, the lady in the front there. But it's a happy scene right there. Ten of Pentacles. So it's big. What we're manifesting is big. Everyone's gone quiet. Ten of Pentacles. A family gathers in celebration. Generations represent the cycles of life and connections between people through time. The older generation cared for their homes and taught the younger. The younger, in their turn, will continue to the traditions and care for the elders. A stable and abundant life. Yay. Reversed is having a stable life but finding it confining and a burden. Staying in a place out of habit and security. Aha, Mr. Handsome. So I think all of these cards are telling us that we are manifesting a big deal here. I think it's talking about relationships, or it might not be just about relationships, but it's the whole shebang, you know, the Ten of Pentacles. It's a big deal to us, what we want in our lives, and we're manifesting it, and it's big. We need to nurture ourselves and our relationships, especially finding that balance, and realize that we've got to deal with these things, these conflicting emotions, and these tripping ourselves out and breaking our own hearts, making things mean what they don't mean, and presuming things and all of that. And get the guidance, ask for help, cry out to the universe all the time, not just when you're in a bad place. And we forget to do that, right? But ask for help, because really they can't help us until we ask for help, because we've got free will. So when you ask me for a reading, you're not really asking me for a reading. What you're doing is asking your higher selves to talk to me and me be the messenger. That's what you're doing. Because people ask me, like, how do you do it? I don't do it. They do it. They tell me, and I just say it. I don't have to delve for it. I don't have to do anything in particular for it. It's what you do when you request one. That's why I don't need any information from you. I don't need to know your name. I don't need to know anything, your star sign. I don't need anything. I just need someone to request. See you, Christine. You have to work. You're cooking. What are you cooking, Jessica? Last night I cooked chicken and vegetables. Seems to be my Sunday thing. Oh, I got a new top. I got new clothes. This is one of my new tops. And the Ten of Pentacles, yeah. It really is a big deal, what we're manifesting at the moment. It's all got to fit into place. Those jigsaw pieces will be fitting into place. It'll all be coming together at some point. But we're on different timelines for all of this. So we just got to make sure that we're nurturing ourselves and finding that balance. Not tripping ourselves out too much about it. Put this down and get some more tarot out. Starchild Tarot is up next. Another one of my favorites. So, yeah, very interesting. Arguably one of the most powerful men on the island is paying attention to me now. I'm not attracted to him. But, you know, it's always good to have powerful allies. Chicken and noodles and mashed potatoes. Noodles and mashed potatoes, that's a lot of carbs. Yeah, comfort food. Is he the one? Laura, is he the one? The one, like the long-term relationship. Is he Laura's the one? Thanks, Gabe. No, not the one. Not a long termer. But still important. Once you've got a particular awareness, so once you've learned something from this relationship, it will detach. Flowing and wait. This is going to be a stop go stop go stop go relationship while you're both figuring things out. But yeah, important relationship to have. But no, not the one that you're going to be with long term. Sorry, or maybe not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I don't know. It's hard to know sometimes, really. I mean, for me, am I giving someone good news or bad news, whether I'm saying yes or no? I don't know. I just don't know. It's always good news, though, because the guides are always trying to help us forward. Like this card, Sade. Thanks, Gabe. High self-guidance for Gabe. I think I talked about this on Friday with you, did I? Abundance and innocent. I've got a feeling that I did. Yeah, someone else has got the white card. Came out just before your cards there. Okay, abundance and innocent. Let that abundance in, Gabe. You're innocent. You're allowed to go for it. Why wouldn't you think you're innocent? With regard to abundance, why is it a wrongness? I don't know. Maybe you need to ask yourself that question, like, why am I making abundance wrong? Something to do with your compassion. So maybe you think you're not being compassionate? Is it that? If you're abundant, you're not compassionate? That's not true. You could be more compassionate with your abundance. It can make a massive difference, in fact. You don't take away from other people with your abundance, you just allow more in. Like, if Gabe is more abundant, that doesn't make me less abundant. It probably makes me more abundant. Whenever think of it like wellness. If you're well, that's a good thing. You're not making someone else sick. In fact, the more well you are, the more other people are more likely to be well around you, because it's adding to solution. It's adding to positive energy in the world. Wellness, well-being. The happier you are, doesn't make people more miserable. Other people more miserable. You don't take their happiness away. Same with abundance too. And we can think it's not, because we can think of abundance as like, this is the bag of cards. The more I get out for one person, the less there are for you. But it's not necessarily true, is it? And we know that. It's numbers on a screen now. It's not even like pieces of paper, like money. It's numbers on a screen. And they can just make more of it like that. And they do. It's just a way of us transacting. There isn't a limited amount of abundance. It's infinite. What else can I get? So, getting out of the comfort zone. Right. But now it's about your compassion. You're feeling that you're not compassionate. You do so much more. You can be so much more compassionate when you've got abundance. See, so many, especially healers, turning the back on abundance and making it all wrong, and it's not in the slightest. It doesn't detract from anybody apart from you. It detracts from you, your happiness in your life. I had a problem with it. I started my business up as a charity. I was that cut off from abundance. I really didn't feel like I deserved a thing. I wanted it to be about everyone else. Of course, the universe couldn't let me do that. It was so unloving, unself-loving. Abundance. You're on the abundance track right now, anyway. Join Denise Duffield Thomas's Money Bootcamp. That's a great way to increase your abundance. So many lessons in there. It's an awesome. Oh, well, there's others. There's others too. Like there's other programs, but that's the one. That's a, she does a great job in there. It's done me a lot of good being in that. The thought that it may change me, leaving others behind. Yeah, it could be that, leaving others behind, and we will, and you will. We will, and you will. Absolutely. Thanks, Julia. Your question's ambiguous, though. It's to put the cue before like the comment of the question that you've got, not before space, empty space. Yeah, you will leave others behind, and if those others, if they are, of course, everyone is on a path to abundance. The universe wants it for everyone, not just for a few. And so you will trigger people when you step into it. Absolutely. People might think you're selfish and all of those things that you're thinking, but you're helping them, really. You're helping them to, like I said, you're providing solutions. Even you doing it means that other people can do it too. You're going kayaking again. You're always kayaking. Yeah, but do it. Yeah, the nice days, make the most of it for sure. Rainy season here. I kind of like it. It's nice that it's not as sunny, like that it's not intense, because it's just so intensely hot a lot of the time here. Right now it's too cold for me. It's still 25 degrees in here. It's cold. I know for a lot of you it's not. For me it is. I'm used to sweating. Got the Knight of Swords. I'll wait for your question, Julia. Thanks for your donation. Knight of Swords. Oh, she looks a bit scared to jump off there. She's not the fool, that's for sure. She put down a sword. Ooh. On the floor. As we heal, our changes require us to move on. Yeah. Yeah, and it gets more and more trouble as we don't do that, doesn't it? It gets more and more contentious and like messed up if we stay in those connections too when we've moved on. It gets more and more conflicty and frustrating and annoying to everybody when we stay in mismatched energies. Ah, transition's painful, Laura. Leveling up. Okay, leaving some people. Yeah, outdoors fixes your soul. Knight of Swords. Let's read this one out. Ambitious, capable, energetic, self-determined, naive. I'm just getting fear from this one this time. You have clear intentions, your eyes on the prize. It may feel as though nothing can stop you now, that the world is full of possibilities. It is, however, important that you make a clear plan for those necessary steps in order to reach your goals. Do not move too hastily. I mean, God, how much patience do we need? I don't move too hastily, but really, like months and months and months and years even. How slow can you go? Do not move too hastily or rush ahead. Just having a little complaint to the universe there. Do not move too hastily or rush ahead, or else you may find that you'll be regretful. Oh God, I keep on getting that message that I'll regret it if I do. I know, but It's important to take your time and find balance in all things, mind, body, and spirit. I've had that message already, right? A sense of impatience or impulsivity. The Knight of Swords, reversed, is an indicative of a mind that races 100 miles a minute with an endless flow of energy. Even though there are great ideas, hopes and aspirations, there's a need for organisation and planning. This card may also indicate a state of rebelliousness and naive risk-taking. Don't mess it up. Canadians. Who's Canadian? Have I got any Canadians here? I've started advertising to Canadians on Facebook. I missed Canadians out before. Now I'm including them. It's so annoying. Every time I do a pick a card read, I advertise it on Facebook. It always sets it to some random things and just people in the UK. And I pick up the same stuff every single time when I do the adverts. But I have to do it every single time. It doesn't save it what I want. It saves what it wants. Facebook is just so annoying. It's so annoying. It's so crap to use. I can't believe that they make it so bad. Anyway, that really annoys me because it just adds minutes doing the same thing 3 times a week. It adds minutes to my life. It should be programmable. It should be able to save it properly. It says save this and it doesn't save it. Oh, you're Canadian game. Anyway. Even though there are great ideas, hopes, and aspirations, there's a need for organisation and planning. This card may also indicate a state of rebelliousness and naive risk-taking. Life experience through making one's own mistakes may be unnecessarily evil in this case. You know how I was saying when we've got wisdom, we can tell people all we like, we can tell our kids all we like, our wisdom. They're still going to go and do those same things that we did and make those same mistakes, just like we did. When our parents or grandparents told us, we did it anyway. Laura's in the USA. I'm in Thailand. We're all over the place. Julia, high self-guidance for you. Thanks for your donation, Julia. Let's get you some guidance up. Guidance for Julia. Oh, wake up and travel. Is it possible where you are? It's becoming possible here. Maybe you need to be somewhere else or be thinking about going somewhere else. Changing the scenery. Just being more free. When we travel, the reason that people say that they find themselves when they travel, a lot of it is because when we travel, we are more in the moment. We're more available to all possibilities, which means that the universe can really put things in front of us. Because when we're fixed, doing the same things every day at home, going to the same places, seeing the same people, the universe really struggles to put the magic in front of us. But when we're traveling, no, we're open to anything. We can go anywhere. All kinds of people can be put in front of us. We're in flux, right? We're in a lot of change. So this could be about you just getting into that travel state of mind, because that wake up card has come out with it in the moment. So if you find that things aren't happening, that things are kind of fixed in your life, you're probably being fixed, which is why your higher self is like, you're asking for things. It's like someone being a hermit and staying at home and then asking for love. Higher self is like, Just go outside. It's like, go outside. I put them on the road near your place, but that's as close as I can get. I can't get them to knock on your door. It's that kind of thing, you know. Oh, it's about romance. Who perceives the perceiver? Self, what's it called? Self-consciousness when it comes to romance. Overly concerned with how you appear or what other people think about you or how other people feel about you. It can take us away from our true essence, our true energy, and have us try and be, what we think other people want us to be. It's people pleasing in a romantic way. So the travel thing could lock you out of that and have you just being yourself. Yeah, it could. Right. So when we're talking about people here, the travel thing, when we get away from the people that knew us before, we can totally be ourselves in the new place. Because maybe years of people pleasing, being who you were, being who people want you to be, you get free of that. You can be who you really are. Huh. So it's got something to do with romance, this of yeah, being overly self-conscious of how you're perceived by romantic connections. Huh. Hmm. Okay, so we've got the Knight of Swords, kind of, and some trepidation there. Some trepidation to diving in. It's taking it slowly. Like I'm getting from this that we feel like we're ready, and it's like I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Let me dive in. And the universe is like, oh, there you go. And then we're like, oh, not sure. Not sure whether to go now. It's like, no, it's right there. Yeah, but let me think about it. Let me plan. Again, it's that message of sometimes we think we're ready when we're not. And then when it's presented in front of us, we go, oh, deer in headlights kind of thing. Got the Queen of Cups again, because the Mother of Water is kind of the Queen of Cups there. Kind of. Yeah, it's not, but it kind of is. At the same time. Queen of Cups, nurturing ourselves. So we've got instabilities inside of ourselves is what this reading is saying, and we need to nurture ourselves through that, pour love into it, love ourselves for it. Queen of Cups. Be there for ourselves, you know? There may be some kind of difficulty in expressing feelings or emotions, a tendency for escapism and detachment from others. Like I said, it's the deer in headlights thing. Ask for something, ask for something, ask for something, they show up, and then you're like, oh, we're at home. A tendency for escapism or detachment from others and the world around them. An involuntary need to take on other people's energies, whether positive or negative. An emotional empath who may pick up energetic attachments from negative or dark situations. So the dark side of empathy. When we're not concerned with ourselves, we're not being ourselves, not listening to our own guidance system, we're noticing what else is going on with everyone else around us. And we're concerned, like I was saying to Julia. Concerned about how other people are taking us. So we're more tuned into their emotions and their state than ourselves. totally miss out on our path when we do that on our own guidance. So be careful of that. We've got to nurture ourselves, pour the love inside of ourselves. Not as ready as we think. I don't know though, the Queen of Wands here, she is the ready one. She's confident. You see, we've got a confident side of us. We're on our way. We're on our way. You met someone, you're nervous about the relationship with them. Yeah, well, just try and be in that travel mindset of they're a new person, so just be yourself. Sometimes it's easier said than done. We're in these patterns, don't we? Of just being someone. You all saw that on, or some of you did. I know you did, Timothy. The post that I put up about there's so many different versions of ourselves. We think that there's this one person that we are, but there's so many different versions of us inside of us, and every single person that you know knows a different version of you. They've all got a different idea of you, and none of it is aligned with any of the ideas of you that you've got of you. There's literally millions of you, of perceptions of you out there. Interesting, huh? And we're all complicated. We've got all these different sides. Like there we are being the Queen of Cups. There we're being unsure, and then we're being the Queen of Cups, or like the negative aspect of the Queen of Cups there. And the Queen of Wands at the same time. So there is a big part of us that is confident, that knows what we want and all of that, that's empowered. It's important that you acknowledge your limitless potential. You're capable of accomplishing anything you wish if you truly put your mind to the task. Maintaining a positive mindset attracts an abundance of light into your life. This is the first step in manifesting your dreams. That's the second time. Chickens at the door. That's the second time we've had that message, that our thoughts are the first thing. The initiator of it. Got to change our mind first. Hey, chicken. Says chicken. That's hello. And the Ace of Cups. My ear is going. Download energy, or is it this? No, it's me. Ace of Cups. I love it. Ace of Cups. It's one of my favorite cards. It's a cup full of crystals. So, a cup full of crystals. The Ace of Cups is a celebratory card indeed. It indicates a time of new beginnings and relationships that leave you feeling energized and giddy. I like that. This could mean, don't forget, we had mischief here, which is a big part of my romantic relationships. I'm mischievous. It's a powerful force that this could mean new romance or deeply rooted connections with others. It's a powerful force that regards the emergence of universal love and cosmic ties you share with soul families and friends. Your psychic awareness may be heightened at this time, allowing you to see beyond the veil of the 3D world. This ice also identifies the strength and reinforcements of our own identity, self-esteem, and personal convictions. It's an overall wisdom that leads to spiritual growth and illumination. A wonderful period to explore new avenues of self-expression and creativity, which will raise your vibration to a whole new level. This is about motherhood, marriage, productiveness, good health, friendship, romantic love, and psychic growth. It's all very positive, but it's saying that we are a little unsure of ourselves. Therein lies the problem, if we can call it a problem. It's not really a problem. It's just unfolding perfectly. We're not a problem. We are not a problem. We're not a problem to be fixed. We're not. Yes, we might have healing to do, but still, we're not a problem. My business isn't called Be Human because you're all messed up, even though you are. We all are. We still deserve love and abundance along the way. Like there is no fix, there is no healing, but you can be healing. You can be on the way there. You can be actively doing it and improving things for yourself. You can. That's what I do, and that's what I pass on. Oh, another queen out here, Queen of Pentacles. Finding a stability there. Oh, there's only not the Queen of Swords that isn't out. Instead of the Queen of Swords being out, we've got the Knight of Swords, we've got the Three of Swords, and the Six of Swords. Right, yeah, the Ace of Cups. But to me, the Ace of Cups is us feeling incredible. It's just that on top of the world, jumping with joy. That's what we're headed. But we've got choices to make for our justice. You know, it doesn't happen to us. It doesn't just happen to us. We've got to make the right choices for ourselves. We've got to make good choices for ourselves. Says the Seven of Cups. That's how we get our justice. It's not just granted to us. We don't just go, oh, well, I'm a good person. I put good out there, and so I'm just going to wait for the universe to grant me my wishes and give me good, while I'm still choosing abusers and I'm not loving myself, and I'm open to narcissists, and I'm still focused on everyone else and all of that. I mean, it's just not going to happen. We've got to make those good choices for ourselves. And yeah, more and more, I see this as my message, is empowering people to make good choices in their lives and to notice when you're not doing that, because it can fly under the radar. Right? It can. So our justice comes when we make good choices, when we choose it. It's that simple. It really is that simple. There's no magic about it, really. But to get to the place where we can make those good choices for ourselves, to get our justice, requires us to get really conscious about ourselves of the unconscious choices that we've been making. We are headed toward good things here, but there's this along the way. It's training, but it feels like conflict. It's training, but it feels like you're fighting. It's me at my time. We're fighting, but we're not. We're training. And sometimes you get hurt when you're training. Sometimes I get hurt when I'm training, but most of the time I don't. It can feel like we're in competition with other people and not learning. It can feel like we're not learning as well. So often regarded as like chaos and conflict and fights and all of this, but it's not. Five of Wands, look at them, they've got sticks. Do they look like they're fighting? No, not. They're pretending to, well, they are kind of, they're training. Otherwise they'd have swords and there'd be blood everywhere and there would be carnage. You can get hurt by wands, but it's not as bad as with sharp metal. So in training, we're still in training. Knowing ourselves and our patterns and all of that, and how it is that we get ourselves to the point of making choices or just unconsciously going along with everything and then complaining about it, like, why did you do that to me, universe? Universe is like, you did it to yourself. You did it to yourself. Should we get some loving out? If anyone wants a mini read, get one now, because I'm about to finish. Oh, this is a very interesting one that just fell out. I'm liking this deck. It's nice. Oh, here we go. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. Oh, resentment. Resentment tends to be resentment and disappointment, I find, tend to be the predominant emotions of codependency. Do you guys think the same thing? When you're in your codependency, you're disappointed with people and you're resentful of everything after everything that I've done for you. You know, I think it is. Tell us then. Tell us more of this, how we are. So it's internal work to do here, especially the self-love and the self-nurturing. It's almost like more acceptance of ourselves with that. So much nurturing has come out in this. Awakening inspired action, really. Thanks, Connie. Awakening inspired action is only what life is asking of me. It's only what life is asking of me. I don't know. Because it's our choice, it's the decisions we're making. Life doesn't choose it for us. We are the creator spirits. Expectation is the mother of disappointment. Right? Expecting people to change. Yeah, it's eye-opening the first time you realize you've broken your own heart with your own bullshit, right? And you realize you made it all up. How embarrassing. Oh, like we've all done that, hey? Especially with romance. You realize you've made it all up. There was nothing going on. It was just in your imagination. Oh, that's a hard one to take, isn't it? Oh, is Kevin the one? Kevin was in my dream last night, not your Kevin. Kevin that used to live here. I wonder how he's doing. I haven't seen him on Facebook for ages. Connie, thanks for your donation, Connie. Is Kevin the one? The one meaning the long term? A long term relationship? Is Kevin the one for Connie? Yes! Woo! Yay! Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Let's find out more about Kevin. Expecting nothing of others. Creates more surprises. Yeah, well, we should expect nothing of people, right? But expect everything from the universe for our life. Expect the very best for ourselves, but not expect it to get it through that particular person or any particular person, right? Because I used to be no expectations. I used to take that too far and expect nothing from myself. That's not good. Connie, let's find out about Kevin. Oh, you're on an abundance path together as well. Did you know that? And oh yeah, end of struggles with abundance. When you met Kevin, did you notice nocturne in your finances? As Kevin had nocturne in the finances, can can often happen that way. Anyway, yeah, expect your abundance situation to change completely together. I like it when that happens. I got that message from myself saying, "Did you notice that when you met Mr. Handsome, your abundance changed?" Like, no, but now you tell me that, yes. Looking back, yes. So an abundance path is good. And you've got weight and guidance. And so don't don't rush it. All right. You know, like I've said, everything, absolutely everything, and everyone, every relationship, every situation, every job, every house that we buy, every island that we live on, everything is a mixture of gift and challenge. And and so it's not saying there's going to be no challenge, of course. And so Still take it slowly is what I'm getting from this weight card, or A, as it wants to seem to turn into A. You'll have guidance along the way. It's a positive connection. Well done. You've won. You won the relationship game. But there's still work to do. Nice. You're on an abundance journey with your Kevin. With your one Kevin. That's nice to know. Someone. It's happening for someone. I'm not really feeling that awakening inspired action card. I want to know, like, more of the inner work. You're welcome, Julia. Right, releasing expectations. Timothy. What Timothy was just talking about. This will help us. Only the highest possibilities come to be, whether I envision them or not. So not trying too hard. I love that. Yes. Let's expect the best for ourselves, but from the whole universe, not from anyone in particular. Expecting the highest possibilities to come and not trying too hard. Like, we don't need to vision it and stuff like that. We can just, like, expect magic. Expect the best for ourselves. We're doing our best, right? So let's expect the best, but let's not pin it down to a particular person or a particular thing, because that's where we trip ourselves up. And liberating love. Oh, liberating love. We have had a message about that, right? Nurturing ourselves. I allow myself to receive all the fulfillment I'm willing to give. Starting with ourselves, fulfilling ourselves, nurturing ourselves, and then being willing to give that to someone else. And harder still, receive it from someone else. That's how we liberate love. It looks like a bird that's laying down with its feet in the air. Does anyone else see that on this card? A bird has given up. And it's just laid down. I allow myself to receive all the fulfillment that I'm willing to give. Wow. That's how we liberate love, everyone. Julia's managed it. Julia, tell us your secrets. Have you got any secrets? There we go. Thanks everyone for coming along. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your donations as well. It was fun. Let's do this all over again in 2 days' time on Wednesday morning for me. Anyway, it's Wednesday morning. I'll be recording another pick a card read today that I'll put out tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but we'll know soon. So have a good one, and I will see you next time.